Okay. So, after this whole thing that happened this morning, I know I talked to Egidius, um, and yeah, then I saw yours, Maria, pictures. Yeah, and then I like have this strange feeling that I think it's partially even like when you are alone, you're like trying to come up with thoughts that explain why you're like this, like why you like at this moment you feel like this, and there's like no real explanation. There's like no like everything right now I'm even thinking, it can be like 100% lies that I'm telling to myself to just justify how I real like how the whole situation. I know that, and this is like interesting stuff most because at this right moment I could do anything like totally different, something that makes me grow or become a better person, and I'm just not doing this. Why I'm not just doing what actually even I think I know what would be the best choice. Just go outside and find, I don't know, people who would be interesting to do stuff. But I think in this age that we are living, and the age we are already are like or how like we see other people looking at us, and we learn this from, I don't know, working in various places like Amazon, or working in my in E4 Education right now that I'm working. We learn how grown-ups are acting, and it's more like it becomes not acting after a while, but it is deep inside is we are just acting all the time. And it is at this moment it is so hard to distinguish where you are like really feel that it is exciting, it is interesting to do something or talk to certain people. It's like everything becomes like this shell that how to make everything and everyone around us just, and ourselves at the same time, to feel that we are actually I don't even know how to express this thought that I'm having right now, but it is related to just related to just whole grown-up world that exists. It exists for safety, that's for sure. It exists for safety, for even to grow more humankind, because children need someone to take care of them. So it's basically safety. But what you're losing, I think, with this is just it becomes at certain point it becomes so you're anything you're doing is like without you knowing, and like this talking to yourself, and that whole thing becomes such a big lie. Like even right now I can't understand where and then I just changed to the point where everything is just finding what you have, what is right or what is wrong. Like I think right now what's going on with me, like at this exact moment, that I'm totally lost. That it's crazy. It's crazy how I am so lost right now with my thoughts. I know if I would be, in certain situation right now, I would lose this thing that I have right now and just start doing stuff to make things better. And I think right now what's going on is like everything is basically everything you need is already here. You don't need to do anything. You just need to get some kind of amount of money to live the way you're doing. And we know that. We know that when we were even living with our like parents for the 4 years. We need just a little bit to survive, and time you have after that. No, but I think what's going on, I'm trying to understand what I need to do. But at the same time, I'm already doing what I want to do. Like right now, I'm expressing my crazy thoughts that are not constructed well. It's so random that I don't know if even someone can relate to this. Because if no one can relate to this, then you're feeling like really alone. And yeah, so this is I don't know, maybe I'm just a really sad person. Maybe that's like my core of who I am. Like this really, really sad person who just can't find a point of doing anything but just trying to find a point. And this is so weird. I know one thing. If there is someone that I'm with and he's doing something, I will probably do the same thing. And if the person, what he is doing, I like the person, it makes a lot of sense to do the same thing. And that's what happened with you, Egidius. And I like you as a person, and that's why I want to program. And this is like really simple. But this who I am whole situation and what I want to do for sure, and what I wrote you before, by the way, it was that doing things that you don't like bring like from that you learn what you really want to do. At this point, I just still don't know what I want to do for sure. I think it's just there's no certain thing I want to do. It's like multiple stuff that I would like to do, and it's immediately like without like really putting work into it, just do it, get the whole reward stuff. And I know that's totally bullshit, because fuck life, it doesn't work that. But I would love if that would like this thing would exist. Well, I guess it's not that simple. Yeah. I know. For example, yesterday I was working, and I came with whole week I was like working like, I don't know, 40% actually, or what can I do, and the whole 60 other percent meant to just doing other stuff, like learning Spanish, the small part, really small part, like not even 1% of the day, but checking what other people are doing. And yeah, I spend a lot of time looking for what others are doing. And I one thing that I know for sure, I like like people, expressive people. I like people who makes art, who are like doing totally different stuff that I would never imagine to do, and it's like out there, and I need to see it. I have this urge to just know it, that it exists, that people are doing something totally different, and that makes me somehow, it makes me, or makes my life gives meaning to my life when I see people doing something totally different that I never saw it before. And these mundane stuff, like normal stuff, they don't give me like, maybe it should give me, but it doesn't. It just, I can't feel anything. I can't feel nothing when I see people doing the same thing every day. I mean, the same thing, but if it progresses and it brings, like, for example, creating in any way, taking painting, like programming, like everything that starts with small, brush stuff, or just entering code, one line code, and it becomes like something huge. It becomes like a clear picture. Yeah, this is what I live for. This is what this is what makes me to wake, like that, what makes me to wake up in the morning and see, oh, someone did something huge, and he started or she started from something small. But at the same time, I just stuck in this position where I want to do that, where I want to be a person who's creating stuff, and I'm so busy of watching what others are doing and not doing this for myself, and talking, and what I'm doing right now, even like talking, it doesn't give action. It's nothing. It's just talking what I'm thinking, that nobody actually really even cares. And I guess it's still better to just let this out, and just, so you know that you can't escape from your thoughts anymore, and it's like out there right now, like everything I'm saying and I said, it's like it's in here, and there's if I can't, basically what's going on with this, I probably like letting other people know they have to make me feel bad. I basically, what I want probably with this whole recording stuff, I just want people to say, hey dude, you have to do more. You have to do more. Why are you talking? Why? But what's the point of this whole talking? There's no point. Just fucking do something. And I guess I'm not getting this, when I'm not getting this direct motivation, and it's based on, looking what others doing, it's not really motivating. Like, it is like 10% of whole motivation to just watch what others are doing and trying to come up with your ideas. But yeah, it doesn't work like this, at least for me. For me, it's more, someone is near me, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing because we want to make a better life for both of us, or 3 of us, or 4 of us. I don't know. That's how I'm doing. I guess this whole thing is really somehow, yeah, I see the bird, that strange bird outside. yeah, so I guess there's conclusion should, I don't know how to even end this, because there's no ending to like explaining stuff, why things are like this and not the other way. And there's like, do I feel good about the whole situation? Probably not, because I wouldn't express myself in this manner that I'm doing right now, because I would probably just would do something really awesome if I would feel really good. I would probably like really think the best, and it's the end point of everything in life, traveling and meeting people. Everyone would do that. Everyone would do that if there wouldn't be any other things like caring about money, like caring what other people would think. Like, yeah, of course, for traveling you have to have like things that you need to survive, and from one point of view you have to have money for this kind of stuff. But I think when we are in the situation where you have to come up with ideas, that's where we exceed, like as human race. Put us in a position where we like stress a lot. We will come up with ideas, and money is not an issue at all. It's just money is an issue when you fucking have it. When you have the money, then it's fucking issue. Because then you don't know how to fucking do this right. Like how to spend money right. And we are stuck in this thinking. Like, I remember when I had nothing. I had only where to live, where to sleep, and not care about all this taxes and stuff. And this feeling was shit. That was awesome feeling. That was awesome feeling when you don't have money, that you have at least place to stay, or someone gives you food, and everything else is just your free time. But at the same time, the society we're living, they're looking at this like as a weakness. To do that, to be supported by someone else, and just let yourself create something, just that's a weakness, because you are just this person who are using others to do stuff. I think that's what it says, and that's why it's like weakness, to just not even like waste your own time. But it's not really like a waste, but if I would go back like 5 years ago, I know right now I'm thinking that maybe by not doing anything after I graduated, or not graduated, I finished college, but or it still counts like as a graduate. Can you graduate the college? I don't know. So the strange stuff is like, then I never wanted to be in this world, and somehow I'm still here. I got to this point where I'm still here. Even when I wanted to skip this whole part, when I saw that there's no fucking meaning in this whole system. And then I was like, I know one thing. I was alone, but I was true to myself. But at the same time, I was feeling bad. And that doesn't lead anywhere. And I was feeling bad, like stupidly feeling bad. Not even like expressing how bad I felt. Like nobody actually even knew or cared. No, how can you care if no one knows, right? So if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. It's simple as that. It's science. And uh, yeah, and right now with this whole technology, I feel great about this thing. I feel great that I can put this video, and maybe someone will see it and like gives me, I don't know, some points. What's like, because I'm saying right now a lot of things that are mostly like demotivating or like negative in a way, but at the same time it's more, it's positive, but still negative, because I'm not doing something to, like, I'm not creating something. I'm just talking about stuff that sometimes we all think, but it's not like we are always thinking about this, and we know why we are not thinking about this a lot. Because if you would think, you're just stuck in this thinking mode and you're not doing anything, and after a while just regretting what you regretting everything. You just, what's the point of thinking in the end? Unless it brings you some, I don't know. For me, it lets to connect to people, and I guess connecting to people lets to other stuff that keep, then you are starting doing stuff, because I don't know, because you know that if you know that you can do everything, you just need like really good mentor or support or friends around you that like pushes you or appreciates what you're doing. It's then it becomes, then I'm starting to use this brain that I have, and till this moment my brain is just unthinking mode till someone touches me somehow from like inside. Then I can do stuff. But this whole thing connects to one thing. It's totally not like I'm totally not self motivated then. And what? So I can't do stuff alone. If I'm alone, I will just fucking be bummed. Because that's how shit works. Because it is so weird. Oh, but it's fun to talk. Yeah, I'm watching right now some short movie. True. Yeah, so that's my thought of the day. I guess I could at least one thing. I know at least what this whole what I'm doing right now, it just helps me to just not be afraid of who I am, and that's where you just go further. If people appreciate you, who you are, or how you express yourself, or your thoughts, I don't know. In the end, what we are doing is we are doing for other people stuff, and money is like partially bad and partially good, because you can do a lot of good, but you have to do it with it something or somehow. So in the end, this, I don't know, maybe I will be lost my whole life, but till I have people around me who appreciate me, who I am, I will do the best I can for them to make their life better. That's how I do stuff. Because I don't like anyone to be sad, like I am. Because this is like pain. This is pain where you don't see it, but there is it. There is this. Because my body doesn't express what my thoughts are. Like I'm most of the time when I'm with people, I'm just changed like this. I'm become this person who just wants to have fun and just live. And when I'm alone, just flip again, and just everything loses meaning. Like everything loses meaning. There's no point of doing anything. No point at all. And I guess this is more from psychological perspective, that I never, like, I thought that I know how to live alone, and I know that I wouldn't, just give up if I would be left alone. At the same time, there's no meaning of doing anything interesting or doing anything that's related to fun at all. It's because having fun, like, what is fun when you're alone? I don't know. It's video games are exception for this, I guess, because they can amuse. And I'm talking about like solo games, like more related where you just adventure or for example, like Fallout. That makes sense, because but again, in there you're like there's still people in there. Like, they're not real people, but they are still represent they represent personality in there. And it somehow, if you playing games, you're attaching yourself that you are in this world and blah blah blah. But everyone knows that, and that's why I quit the gaming, because dude, how long can you hide yourself, and how long can you lie to yourself that this is it's good to see what people did, but it's awesome to see how this thing can be created. Like, games are awesome from the perspective where this thing you can almost create real life and display it, on screen. This is awesome. And then you start living not your own life. That's totally different stuff. And video games is like, I think what is more for me right now. It's like more as an art. But I wouldn't want to just again to put myself in a situation where I'm like living not living my life. But at the same time, when you're playing, you're living your life, but differently. It's so, and that's what I'm talking about. Being stuck in thinking, like being stuck in this thinking mode where you just everything is like it makes sense. At the same time, it doesn't make sense. So what the hell? So where it all connects, like I'm missing the connection in all the things that surround us. I think sometimes I have this where this feeling that where everything is clear, I know what I have to do, and then there's one day you wake up and there's like life changed and you don't know why. This is so weird. It's so weird. Like everything is weird, but at the same time it's so cool and it's so funny. Oh my god. I could like do this for days and days trying to figure out what's going on, and it's still there's no point. Just I think we as humanity we are just creating stuff, advancing, the whole Darwinism stuff, and yeah, but still, because I can't ignore that there are like religion, or ignore other things that people thought about life, that maybe it is matrix, or is and I just told like three ways of like living, and all of them like still are not the 100% true answer, and we are missing like I don't know, especially me, I'm just missing information. I'm missing information that explains me stuff, why I'm here, why I'm doing stuff. and why sometimes I'm 100% sure what I'm doing, and sometimes I just 0%. Like I can't like do anything. I can't do anything because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And next day is like makes sense. Like it totally makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I just forget. I guess it's memory stuff. Or okay, there. I have another thought. I think there can be another thing, and this is if something you like, you are doing what you like, doing, and something new comes in your life, like oh, I never knew this thing exists, and then you try doing it, and like then you lose the point of doing something before because this looks more interesting, but you invested more time in what you did before than what you're doing right now, and you what you're doing like right now, it's not that crafted. Like I'm talking about like skills probably, like what you learned like in the past year, what you where you spend your time most of the time to learn something, and you're building your life with it. Like this whole future will be attached or not attached, but I mean the whole future will be built using this tool, and you invested most time in it. But I'm talking probably about programming right now because I'm always how much time I invested in learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, JavaScript, the same thing, and I never like spent so much time on anything else except gaming. But gaming is not creating anything; it's just enjoying, and this doesn't make sense because what can you do with playing games? You can only, I don't know, show other people that you're playing games. That's how streams work, but this is different life. So in a way, it just if you're not, I think, and this is really important to remember that the thing that you invested most, where you invested your time, like that most of your time that you invested in, you have to not forget why you're doing this, because it makes more sense doing it. For me, doing HTML, CSS, it is easy. It is easy. It is a bit boring, but it's only boring because it's not maybe physically giving you like this excitement. It's just if you're finishing, like after you like finish doing stuff, creating website or I don't know, designs, and you see the whole finished product, it makes you feel good, but it doesn't make you feel good so much. At the same time, but it gives you probably purpose for or explanation, or just that if you know that you're good at something, it makes sense probably. I don't know. I don't even know what life actually is, but we're doing what we are doing. Yeah. I don't know. So there's no conclusion, I guess, to this whole conversation that I'm having right now with my phone, but I guess it's all based on how you're feeling and who affected your like inner you that day. If someone, I know this, and this is cool. This is cool. If you start doing something like in the morning and someone says to you something, I don't know, oh, you did a great job, like in first, I don't know, half an hour, after you woke up, and it is high. This is high. It is really possible that the whole day will be awesome. because someone said that you did something great, and if it was related to certain thing, because I'm feeling awesome when someone in the office says to me like, oh dude, you did this, you know, good, or oh that was fast. It just you're becoming I don't know, you're just so hyped about like those small things that you were doubting like yesterday or something. And it's, I think that like human plus what you're doing plus human, I mean other person plus what you're doing plus how the person expresses how you're like, are you, for example, hungry or not, or you're like hyped about, like all the small things, when they add up right, you feel great. And but at the same time, why small things should affect the big thing that you really care about, that's another thought. Okay, but this is probably for the next thing. I will come back probably. I'm still in this mode, and I will if I will want to express, I'll just do that here. So yeah, so but it was cool. It was cool to express here on YouTube. Awesome. Bye.